Hey guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and I thought before I get cleaned up for bed that I would do a little altar tour with you guys because I have redone my altar for ancestral work for upcoming Samhain, Dia de los Muertos, All Souls Day, All Saints Day, Halloween, all the good stuff that's coming up at the end of October, early November. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what's on my altar and what all the different little things that I have on there mean. I saw Kellyanne Maddox and a few other people do some altar tours, and I'm always so interested to see how other people set up their altars and what things, certain items mean to them. And I don't know, I just find it very fascinating because, although as a collective, a lot of us would call ourselves witches, but it's so interesting to see, in practice, what does that look like to each person, on their altar. How do they go about doing altar work with the tools that they have there? What tools are they using? And so, I don't know, I just find all of that fascinating. I thought you guys might find it fascinating as well, so let's do a little tour. Okay, so right now I have all my candles going because I am actually going to do a little bit of altar work after this video is complete. So yeah, let's take this camera off the tripod and give you guys a walkthrough. Okay, so let's take you guys to this side of the altar first. I always keep my wand on this side, on the left side of the altar, and I just received my witch's moon box today, and this was the wand that was inside. It's handmade out of teak wood. It does have a quartz point at the top, and it comes in a little handmade bag, and I'm looking forward to using that, especially in tonight's ritual. Here I have some sage. I do get sage locally because it grows wild all around here, especially in places where people go hiking. This is not the sage that I picked up wild though, however. This was a bundle, I think, that I purchased from a local shop. And then this abalone shell came with one of the witch's moon boxes way back when, but I do have a few other abalone shells. I live in San Diego, so we're pretty close to the beach. Over here I have Kuan Yin, aka green Tara, also known as red Tara, white Tara, but Kuan Yin and Tara are, I see them kind of as one and the same, just different religions. So one is from a Hindu religion, and the other one is from a Buddhist religion. Okay, moving back here, I actually have my Amma, because I do work with Amma's energy. I have gone to a couple of, Amma things through my acupuncturist, my Chinese mom, Dr. Wang. I keep whatever oil I'm using, and currently I'm using one of the newest oils from the Witch's Moon box, which is the Queen of Wands, to help kind of push that fiery energy that I'm working with my oracle. I keep my anointing oil back here when I am doing a full-blown ritual, and that's my rose oil. So that's just what I like to use for anointing, for ritual. Over here I have a postcard of a Dracula, and here we have this lady begging for her life. I got this a long time ago, back in the 80s, from my Aunt Caroline and my Nana. Both have passed away, and this just kind of reminds me of my Nana's place. And I do plan on putting a lot more pictures of my ancestors, my actual ancestors here, to make this more of an ancestral altar, but it's just kind of prepping for right now, so I start to add a little bit more and more as the month progresses. Over here I have this lovely quartz, quadruple quartz thing here that I got for a very good price, actually at the German American Societies during Oktoberfest a few years ago. Back here I have this has the heart sutures on here, so this was really good
I use this for my my heart palpitations. I have PVCs and I have tachycardia. So Dr. Wang gave that to me, just kind of help out with that. And then here, this was actually a wine that wasn't very good, but I did like the bottle. So my friend got us this mostly just for the bottle, and I plan on putting some flowers in here, especially when we get towards Samhain, because I like my kitties. This back here is from the Witch's Moon, and it's about using the wand that I mentioned earlier. Moving over here, this is my sugar skull, although it's not a real sugar skull, but just to kind of honor Dia de los Muertos, since that's something that I celebrate with my friends come the end of October, early November. And then here, because I do work with mermaid energy, I do have this little mermaid keychain that I got in Coronado. I have this little seashell here. This came from the Witch's Moon box. However, I have like little things in here that are special to me. Like this seashell here, I actually found in my front yard, and I'm pretty far from the beach. So that was kind of interesting. That's a pretty old seashell back when this used to be water over here. These are just like little pieces of crystals and stuff that I have collected. Let's see, this piece here I got from one of my hikes with my boyfriend. We always like to go on a hike or adventure, as we call it, for our anniversary or his birthday. And so this was just an awesome piece of quartz that I had picked up from that hike. So yeah, that's fun. Moving here, this is another piece of quartz. Oops, sorry. This is another piece of quartz. Where did I get this? I believe this was at one of the gem fairs, but it has become one of my, I call it my scanner quartz. So I use it when I'm working with healing others, healing myself, helping me to scan the body for ailments so that I know where to direct my healing energy. So this is something that I like to use. These two are it's a pair of chimes. It's what I use to open and close my ritual space. And they're my Tibetan chimes, and they did come from Tibet. There was these were a gift. I do have some larger ones that were gifted to me from Sammy Menzo, and they were they are her grandmother's. Well, they gave them to me, but so sometimes I like to bust those out too. Okay, moving right along. I have a candle and a piece of Palo Santo that I actually received in the Witch's Moon box today. So I'm going to be using that for ritual, and Palo Santo for clearing the space. But this candle is really good for working with inheritance and ancestors and family, and that's definitely what I'm going to be working with today, and I have been working with already. Back here I have a dragon. I use this dragon. This dragon is made out of Amazonite, and I use it quite often when it comes to healing. So the dragon also helps me have that fiery energy to help people out. I have another piece of, this one is an Amazonite. This one is, this is blue argonite. The card that I'm working with this month from my Anubis Oracle is the Dove, which is also the Fool card. And that's all part of a ritual thing that I've been doing actually for the past 10 months. So so I'm down to this card, and this is the last card in that whole little ritual that I'm doing. I have my double pillar candles. I do like symmetry when it comes to my altar. That's just me. I've always liked symmetry. I like symmetry in my clothing and my earrings and things like that. This is mint chocolate chip, and it says True Temptations. But this also serves a purpose. There is a particular spell that I was working with this weekend, and I had to bust out my mint chocolate chip candle for that. Back here I have a little ode to Halloween. Okay, and then looking around here, this is chrysanthemums for protection and family. I also have this charging plate here, which came from the Witch's Moon box. So if I ever want to charge my decks, crystals, sacred jewelry, you know, I like to put it on this plate. I feel that it's very powerful. This amethyst point I actually got in the Witch's Moon box, and I want to kind of use it as like my little mini wand, or actually I want to try using it in a grid, so I might be doing that this week. So I also like to put things on my pentagram for charging. So I have like two charging places. I have my plate here, and I have my my pentagram there. Okay, moving along, you guys might recognize this guy. This is Edward. Edward says hello. He is my wonderful crystal skull. Looks like he's got a little bit of dust on him from when I was doing up my charcoal. Somebody just blew him off. I bet you guys know that Edward's got the gorgeousness crystals inside of him. His mind is beautiful. He has a beautiful mind. So this was a card that I got from the Witch's Moon, and it's about healing, and that's what I'm focusing on, trying to enhance my healing abilities so that I can heal more people and I can heal them more intensely. Over here I have my beautiful Witch's Spell candle holder, which I also got from the Witch's Moon, and this is one of their candles this month. So I actually have to do a little bit of intention setting with this candle after this video is complete. I have another paper back there for from the Witch's Moon, which is a spell to honor the ancestors. I can't wait to do that. I got this cute little like bear tree, actually from the 99-cent store, so I think it looks good. I have my beautiful Amethyst Sphere, which I like to use for meditation, you know, especially altar work, so I have that back there. This King Tut I know is from Batman, like the old school Batman with Adam West, but my boyfriend bought it for me because he knows how much I love everything Egypt, and he's like, maybe you can use it on your altar. So I actually have this here, not only because I'm into Egypt, but because it reminds me of him. So, you know, I have that there. And then I do work with Lord Ganesha for helping to clear obstacles. I have this beautiful piece of picture agate. And this is also good for meditation, and I feel like it just really enhances the magic of my altar. Of course, pumpkin, you know, as an ode to Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, but also for like abundance spells is what I want to work that with that for, and also like banishing and protection. So I have my athame here. This is a dagger that is actually made by some local Native Americans, and I got this during one of the powwows that we have here in town. So I have my incense burner back here, this piece, and yeah, it's just this piece. Gosh, where did I get this one? This one I actually got from the thrift store, and it was like almost like free. And so I like to use this when I'm doing a little bit of fairy magic, and I leave like little offerings on here as if this were a little table. This is my charcoal for my little cauldron here, and actually it is time to replace some of the stuff was on here. So let's get some more smoke going. Okay, so I placed some more Yerba Santa there, just kind of like raising the energy of this area, because like I said, I'm doing some altar work after this. Let's see, this was from one of the Witch's Bounty boxes that I was gifted from the Witch's Moon. I was so excited. And I have this little scarab, and it actually comes from Egypt, which is pretty freaking awesome. But not only reminds me of the one of the Egyptian gods, Khepra, but also makes me think of Horus, actually, and Horus is one of my gods. So I have that there. Yeah, I think that we got everything that is on my altar. So yeah, I thought I would just share that with you guys, and let me know what you think. If you have any comments or questions, just place that in the comment section down below, and I always respond to everybody, usually within a day or so. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you decide to do an altar tour, I'd be more than happy to go check out your altars. I just love to see all the different altars and how they're set up. So yeah, I will catch you spiritual homies later then. So if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And I will catch you spiritual homies later then. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.